So, your doctor is a woman, but you're convinced she's a woman-hating chauvinist was the phrase, I believe.
She is. I went in for a routine visit and to ask about getting birth control.
That doesn't seem too much to ask a doctor for.
Yeah, so basically me and my boyfriend want to keep being childless, and we opted for birth control.
Could he just wear a condom?
He can, but it constricts his performance, he says.
Damn, that's a colorful excuse.
Trust me, it does.
Well, I gotta know, what exactly did your lady doctor do?
Oh, it started off on a sunny day, as most tales of horror tend to.
Hey, doctor.
Hey Kelly, how was your weekend?
Same old, endless reading and papers to write.
That sounds about right.
You had a busy one as well?
Yes, I decided to teach a class this semester at the campus. I forgot how many papers just one class of students can write, and I'm actually teaching two.
Finish that? Alright, thank you. Alright, Miss Annie Mac. Right, let me check this for you. So your copay is $150 today. Thank you. Here you are. And if you want to take a seat, she'll be with you shortly.
Hey, I'm Dr. Mann. You must be Annie.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So I see you're here for just a routine visit?
Yes, but I do have a question for you.
Sure, is anything wrong?
No, I would like to get a prescription for birth control.
Well, unfortunately, that's not one of the prescriptions we can just give out on first visits. We'd have to do a pelvic exam and potentially some other exams and just go from there.
Okay, how long is that going to take?
Well, it varies from patient to patient.
Are they necessary?
Well, the medication can have a bunch of side effects in your body. For example, if you're taking antidepressants or certain antibiotics, they just don't mix well.
Okay, well, I'm not taking any of those.
And we need to do a pelvic exam to make sure there aren't any precancerous warning signs.
Well, at the moment I'm on my period, so I was under the impression you can't do a pelvic exam or a pap smear while I'm on my period.
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to reschedule for the exam.
So there's nothing you can do for me right now.
As far as getting you birth control, I'm afraid not.
That doesn't seem weird. She makes valid points.
Well, considering that my deductible is $150 every 3 months, and this was the last week until the next 3-month period, yeah, it gets old fast. Anyway, it wasn't until my next visit that she really got under my skin.
Sorry, it declined your card.
Can you try it again? There should be money on there.
Sure. No, it's still declining your card. Do you have another form of payment?
Yeah, just a second.
Okay.
Try this one.
Sure. Alright, this one went through. I'll go ahead and email you a copy of your receipt for you. Alrighty, if you want to take a seat, she'll be with you shortly.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
Is Dr. Mann your doctor as well?
Yeah, she is.
Have you ever asked for a specific prescription?
Yeah, I actually asked her for a testosterone enhancement pill that I heard about, just for like muscle growth and whatnot.
What'd she say?
Well, at first she kind of laughed, and then she told me that I didn't need it, but then I insisted, and she gave me a 30-day supply.
Okay, so you didn't have to do any tests or go through any exams?
No.
Come on back, Annie. So you're currently not on your period, right?
I'm good to go.
Excellent. So if you would lie on your back, we can get started.
I would actually be more comfortable seated at an angle.
Oh, do you have back issues?
No, I've just read that it's more comfortable during pelvic exams to be at an angle rather than flat on your back.
Have you ever been a victim of sexual abuse?
Excuse me?
Well, most of the time if a patient is uncomfortable lying on their back, it's usually a sign of sexual abuse. All right, you can sit back up.
Everything good?
Yeah, the results should be back in a few days.
You know, I've read on numerous sites that a pelvic exam is only necessary if you're a high risk for cervical cancer and HPV.
That's correct.
I know you see my file. I'm not high risk for either of those.
Well, you're single, and single women are at high risk of contracting the virus that leads to cervical cancers.
Okay, excuse me. So because I'm not married, I'm automatically with numerous people?
Well, statistically speaking.
Okay, I'm not a statistic. And I find it incredibly unethical that you would force me to go through unnecessary exams, spend more money on them, just because you have a stigma against single women.
I assure you, I have no stigma. I'm just trying to be cautious with all my patients.
All your patients, so married women couldn't possibly have sex outside their marriage? I'm sorry, but last time I checked, a marriage license does not protect you from STDs.
I'm just going by the numbers I've always gone by. Now, this is a 1 month supply, and we'll have to see you for a follow-up just to see if there are any side effects.
Okay, so you're giving me a prescription before you even look at the results, proving that the exam that you just forced me to undergo is completely unnecessary and has no correlation with me getting birth control.
Are you serious?
Yes, I can't stand her. I wanted to tell her I wasn't sexually assaulted until this visit. But anyway, I found this website that sells birth control.
Well, that doesn't sound disastrous at all.
Oh, it's a great place for women who don't have insurance or whose insurance doesn't cover the prescription.
And it's legit?
Oh no, it's totally illegal. I bought a month's supply just to check it out.
How are they working?
Well, apparently I got ripped off and bought placebos.
What does that mean?
That means I'm pregnant.
Why are you drinking then?
I'm preparing myself.
For what?
Well, the receptionist informed me of a clinic Dr. Man does community work at for underprivileged women who can't afford to care for their children.
She gives abortions? Given what you've said about her, that sounds odd.
Well, when I asked the receptionist the same question, she said she has a strong sense of safety for her patients. I'm going to assume she considers her already born patients more of a priority than her non-born ones.
I'm sorry, miss, I didn't get your name. You're here to terminate
I'm here to get an abortion.
I thought you were on birth control.
Well, I was, and then I ran out. And because I was so disgusted with the disrespectful way in which you treated me, I decided to seek alternative routes. Turns out, it didn't work so well.
Well, if you hate me so much, why did you come here?
Well, given your outdated mentality, I couldn't believe that you actually give abortions. But I guess turns out that this is more a matter of money than a matter of morality. I just had to